good, everybody? In today's video, we're going to be talking about the top 5 MVP candidates in the 2020 and the 2021 NBA season. But before we get into the top 5, I'd like to name my 3 honorable mentions. First honorable mention we're going to talk about today is Bradley Beal. He's currently averaging 34.5 points a game, 5 assists per game, and also he's shooting 36% from the three-point line and 48% from the field goal. Bradley Beal is actually one of the best shooting guards in the league. And I'd probably have him higher on the MVP list if it wasn't for his trash-ass team. For the second honorable mention we're going to be talking about today is going to be Kawhi Leonard from the Los Angeles Clippers. Right now, Kawhi Leonard is averaging 26 points a game with 2.5 steals and 5.7 assists. And for the third and final honorable mention we're going to be talking about today is going to be his teammate, Paul George. Right now, Paul George is averaging 24 points a game with 5.4 assists, and he's shooting 48% from the three-point line and 50% from the field. I'm happy he's having this kind of a breakout year after the kind of year he had last year in the playoffs. With all that being said, let's move on to the actual top 5 MVP candidates for the 2020-2021 NBA season. At the age of 36, LeBron is still managing to play at a high competitive level. Right now, he's averaging 25 points a game with 7 assists. He's also shooting 49% from the field, and he's shooting 41% from the three, which is also his career high this far. Year in and year out, LeBron just keeps showing us why he deserves to be in the MVP talks every year. There really isn't much more you can say about LeBron. If we're being honest, he deserves to be in the MVP talk every single year because of just how valuable he is to his team. So let's move on to the number 4 spot in the MVP race. Coming in at number 4, we have one of the best point guards of all time in Stephen Curry. And Steph Curry's been on a tear this season. Right now, he's currently averaging 28.4 points a game with 6 assists. He's shooting 39% from the three-point line and 45% from the field. That boy Steph Curry's been carrying the Warriors, and he's been doing a pretty good job of it too, especially for having Klay Thompson being gone this season. But Steph Curry's always been one of the most valuable players in the league, not just because of how he scores and how he shoots, but how he leads his team. I'm excited to see what Steph Curry can do the rest of the season, and I'm excited to see if he can take up the challenge to try to get the Warriors to the playoffs. With that being said, let's move on to the third candidate in the MVP race. And coming in at number 3, we have Mr. Kevin Durant. Man, Kevin Durant has been balling this season. 30 points a game with 6 assists. He's shooting 51% from the field and 46% from the three-point line. Really witnessing one of the best years a player is having off a torn Achilles. Kevin Durant has always been one of the most efficient scorers in the league. He's still continuing to show us why he's one of the best scorers to ever play the game of basketball. Standing at around 7 foot with a 7'5" wingspan, there's no way anyone could possibly be able to guard KD a full 48 minutes. And that is exactly why he is in the top 3 MVP candidates for the 2020-2021 NBA season. Coming in at the number 2 spot, we have Nikola Jokic from the Denver Nuggets. If you know anything about basketball, you know exactly why he's here. Nikola Jokic has been establishing himself as one of the best centers in the NBA. This man is a 7-foot center that can pass the ball just like a point guard. Right now, Nikola Jokic is averaging 25.4 points a game with 9.3 assists, shooting 56% from the field and 34% from the three-point line. This man is basically averaging a double-double with assists as a center. Nikola Jokic has definitely made a name for himself the past couple years in the NBA. He's definitely become one of the most versatile big men the league has probably ever seen. Speaking of big men, we have another big man that has been dominating the league. Let's get to my MVP candidate for the 2020-2021 NBA season this far. Coming in at number 1 at my first pick for the MVP is gotta be Joel Embiid from the Philadelphia 76ers. Without any doubt in my mind, Joel Embiid has been the most dominant player this season this far. Right now, Joel Embiid is currently averaging 27.7 points a game with 1.5 blocks and 11.5 rebounds a game. He's doing all that, shooting 40% from the three-point line and 55% from the field. Also, Joel Embiid has missed 4 games this season, and in those 4 games, the Philadelphia 76ers lost all 4 of those games. So that alone just shows how valuable he is to this team. But those are my top 5 picks for the 2020-2021 NBA season. But go ahead and let me know what yours is in the comments. But hey man, if you enjoyed the video, I would appreciate a thumbs up. Well, until next time y'all, peace.